Deena, and it's What's Up Wednesday. Hey, today I'm talking to you guys about the buyer's 10-day inspection period. So the moment that a buyer and seller go under contract, it begins the buyer's 10-day inspection period. This time is the buyer's time to do all of their investigations that they feel necessary to move forward in purchasing the house. Some of the things that a buyer will do during that time period is the buyer's home inspection, a termite inspection, check out the neighborhood. You can also call into the utility companies. So you can actually call like SRP, Southwest Gas, give them the property address, and they will tell you what the highs and the lows are for the utility bills. So at least you have an idea of what you're going to be going into, utility wise. You also want to call your homeowner's insurance during this time and get your policy in place. If you're getting financing, the lender will require the policy to be in place before closing, but this is your time to call and get quotes and make sure that you get the best rate. So the other thing is, during this time, the seller, within the first actual 5 days of going under contract, the seller will give what's called a seller property disclosure and a clue report. So we call it the SPDS and the clue. So the seller property disclosure is the seller's way of telling the buyer of anything and everything that they know about the house. And the clue report is the homeowner's insurance report that shows if there's been any claims on the property within the last 5 years. So homeowner's insurance is a little different than car insurance in the fact that if there are any claims on the house, it could affect the rate of the policy for any future buyers. So that's why that's important to know. I also share with you what's called a buyer advisory. The buyer advisory just has a bunch of different websites that you can go to and check out anything that you is important to you during that time frame. So at the end of the 10-day inspection period, how it works is at the end, the buyer will turn into the seller what's called a BINSR. We always have these lingos, but to shorten it up. The BINSR stands for the buyer's inspection notice and seller's response. So in that BINSR, we will list, if I'm representing you as the buyer, we will list anything that you feel is important for you to ask for the seller to fix in the house after conducting your home inspection. We will also provide the home inspection report for the seller to reference, and then the seller has 5 days from receipt of the BINSR to get their bids and let us know if they agree to all of the repairs, some of the repairs, or none of the repairs. If the seller doesn't just sign off on your request and they either counter with what they're willing to repair or they say they're not going to fix anything, then you as the buyer have 5 days to respond with two options. You're either moving forward with the purchase of the house or you're canceling and requesting your earnest money back. So that's the scoop on the buyer's 10-day inspection period. You guys reach out to me if you need anything at all. Call, text, email me anytime. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll talk to you soon.